What's up, folks? Your buddy Fatalroadie. Tonight we're doing a Raw recap. Starting off with Randy Orton coming out. He reminds us that 8 days ago he won the WWE title and that he is better than everyone. After running his mouth, he dares anybody to come out and challenge him. Alexa Bliss comes out. She gets in the ring. She's all smiles. Says he could be here. The lights start flashing all red. This spooks Randy Orton. He's looking around for the Fiend. Nothing happens. Lights turn to normal and Drew McIntyre gives him a Claymore kick. McIntyre says to Orton, "Give me my rematch or I'll make your life a living hell." As McIntyre starts to leave, Miz and Morrison come running out. The Miz starts to cash in his Money in the Bank contract. McIntyre runs back in the ring and prevents Miz and Morrison from cashing in, giving both Morrison and the Miz a beatdown, saying nobody's going to be taking the title but him. Backstage, Miz and Morrison are pissed, and John Morrison challenges Drew McIntyre to a 2-on-1 handicap match later tonight. After that, we waste more time in the ring with Elias. Thankfully, my mute button works, but this leads on to our next match. Jeff Hardy versus Elias with shades from WCW and a guitar on a pole match. What? Oh, Jesus. Both competitors vie to try to grab the guitar. Elias chucks a stool at Hardy to stop him. Although after a bit, Jeff Hardy gets the guitar and smashes it over Elias's back, getting the pin. Now, I could have sworn they said that the way to win the match is to get the guitar and smash it over the person. If I missed something, why was there a pin? I don't, okay, whatever. Just let this fucking thing be over with. We got Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Before the match, Lana comes out. This match basically goes it was decent, but it went nowhere. Lana got interfering with both teams. This, however, cost Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke as Brooke taps out to the Carafuna clutch. Wait. Lana didn't get thrown into a table this time. Holy shit.
But wait, there's more.
Backstage, Randy Orton threatens Drew McIntyre in the most cliched way that he always has. The most vicious 3 letters and whatever. R-Truth then comes out. He thinks he's going to be meeting up with Bobby Boucher, but nope, he's going to be facing Bobby Lashley. R-Truth tries to lay down for Lashley. He's not having any of it. This all ends with R-Truth getting into the Hurt Lock. Okay, waste of fucking time. After the match, Drew Gulak comes running in. He tries to pin R-Truth, but Bobby Lashley puts him in the Hurt Lock, lays him out, then takes Drew Gulak and puts him on top of R-Truth. So Drew Gulak pins R-Truth, which was what he was trying to do in the first place. So not R-Truth. Drew Gulak wins the 24/7 title. Jesus fucking Christ. Just get rid of the 24/7 title. It's fucking stupid now. Backstage, Nia Jax threatens to end Lana's career. Not the first time Nia Jax has ever done that before. Now it's time for the 9 o'clock talk segment. AJ Styles comes out with Big Chungus. He talks about Survivor Series, says he's the team captain, introduces his team. Sheamus and Keith Lee, both of them have microphones. Jesus Christ. Both Keith Lee and Sheamus dispute the fact that AJ is the team captain. Strowman then comes out, says he wants to be part of the team. Everyone is disputing it. Adam Pearce comes out and says, well, I'd give you a qualifying match, but no one wants to face you. AJ Styles says, I got an idea. Let's have a triple threat match to make sure if he's able to get onto the team. So it's now Braun Strowman versus Keith Lee versus Sheamus. If Braun Strowman wins, he's part of the team. Oy. This was a very, very mean match. At one point, Keith Lee tries to suicide dive. In the process, he nails his head on the apron. Ouch. I'm surprised he didn't break his neck there. Bodies are flying all over the place. Strowman gives a power slam to Sheamus, gets the pin, so he's now part of the team. After the match, AJ tries to rally the team together. Strowman and Lee put their differences aside and shake hands. Strowman tries to make good with Sheamus. He doesn't shake, he hugs him, then follows it up with a brogue kick. As Strowman's flying out of the ring, Keith Lee yeets Sheamus out of the ring, and AJ Styles dropkicks Lee out of the ring, yelling, "Why?" Yes, please. Why? What someone said, phenomenally dysfunctional? Yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. Backstage, Angel Garza cuts a promo, either that or he's making an online dating video. One of the two, who knows? We now go to the Firefly Funhouse. Both Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt are talking about Randy Orton and their past. Wyatt says that he never forgets. And Alexa Bliss shows us a trick. Either she's got a long tongue or she drools blood. Either way, Creepy. So we're going to our next match, Nia Jax versus Lana. Shayna Baszler's at ringside. Before the match even starts, Shayna Baszler clears off the table. Guess this is going to be foreshadowing what's going to happen. Nia Jax ragdolls Lana all over the ring, talking a whole bunch of trash. Squash match. Nia Jax ends it with a Samoa drop. And after the match, unlucky number 7, Lana goes back into the table with a Samoa drop. Shocker there. In our 10 o'clock talk segment, we got the Hurt Business coming out in the MVP lounge. MVP says that they took care of Retribution so the WWE can pay them back with titles. The New Day interrupt. They run down the Hurt Business. After 10 minutes later, we have our next match. The New Day versus the Hurt Business of Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander for the Raw Tag Team titles. This was a decent match. There was a lot of action. The New Day mocked the Hurt Business with Xavier Woods doing Bobby Lashley's stalling suplex, followed by Kofi Kingston's doing MVP's ballin'. There was a funny segment where Kingston was slung across the ring, but recovered and was ended up twerking at Cedric Alexander. Although all this playing around ended up with Shelton Benjamin hitting the pay dirt on Xavier Woods, getting the pin, so the Hurt Business are now the new Raw Tag Team Champions. That was a complete shock to me. Backstage, Nikki Cross confronts Alexa Bliss and is shocked as hell for what she sees. We then go into our next match, Ricochet versus a rebranded Tucker. Looks straight like shit. Before the match, Ali comes out. He's standing on the table. This was a glorified squash match. Ricochet won it. See you later, Tucker. After the match, Retribution comes running out. T-Bar chucks Ricochet out of the ring. Tucker gets the beat down. Ricochet tries to fight back. He ends up getting even more of a beat down. And Retribution stands tall over Ricochet. Looks like the MVP in the Hurt Business didn't really take too much care of the of Retribution. Okay. Backstage, Sheamus tries to recruit Drew McIntyre into the Survivor Series team. McIntyre politely turns him down, says that he has his eyes focused on Randy Orton. And that's our next match, Drew McIntyre versus Miz and Morrison in a handicap match. McIntyre makes short work of Miz and Morrison despite the numbers game. Always a pleasure seeing the Miz getting the beat down. The Miz ends up eating a Claymore kick from McIntyre, gets the pin. As McIntyre is celebrating, Randy Orton comes out of nowhere, RKO. Before Orton is able to celebrate, the Fiend laughs, spooking him, and we end tonight's Raw. Coming from last week's Raw, which I know I didn't do a video because it flat out sucked, this was definitely an improvement. It was decent, not spectacular. It was decent. I liked it. Like I said, coming from last week's Raw, they could only go up. The matches were decent. I could have done without the squash matches. Once again, Lana going through the table for the 7th time. It was funny the first 3 times. Okay. 4. Alright, can we just wrap this shit up? 5, 6, 7. The only person it's entertaining right now is Vince McMahon.
This is such good shit.
The rest of the matches were decent. I'm curious to find out who's going to be the 5th man on the Raw team. We only have, Kevin Owens and Jey Uso on the SmackDown team, so we still have to fill that out. I don't know if Lana's out of the Survivor Series team. I don't know. We'll have to find out next week. I was definitely surprised that the Hurt Business won the tag titles. But that'll do it for this episode of Raw Recap. I'll be back later this week with the SmackDown review. Leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's Raw, what you thought about this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.